A Georgia man is hit with a $1.4 million speeding ticket after going 90 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone, which is crazy. This is crazy. So let's check this out. And let's see, he was caught speeding down a freeway last month and was slapped with a 1.4 million ticket. And he says he was told he either had to pay it or come to court. Connor Cato was driving through Savannah on September 2nd when the Georgia State Patrol, which by the way you should probably never mess with those guys, caught him going 90 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. Cato expected to receive a super speeder ticket, which is handed to anyone driving 35 miles over the speed limit, but nothing exceeding the $1,000 maximum fine. Assuming it was a typo, he called the court and alleges he was told he either had to pay or appear before a judge. 1.4 million, the lady told me on the phone. Cato told WSAV. I said this might be a typo, and she said, "No, sir, you either pay the amount on the ticket or you come to court on December 21st at 1:30 p.m." So, this person, Connor Cato, right, last month for a bill of $1,480,038.52. Like, what? This is crazy. What the hell is going on? Let's see. So it's only later that the Georgia man learned the jaw-dropping $1.4 million fine was just a placeholder. The fee was generated by e-citation software used by the local recorder's court that is automatically applied to super speeders, said Joshua Peacock, a spokesman for Savannah city government. A judge will set the real fine at Cato's court appearance, which is mandatory for super speeders. Peacock clarified that the amount was not meant to scare anybody into court. In a statement, he said the programmers who designed the software used the largest number possible because super speeder tickets are a mandatory court appearance and do not have a fine amount attached to them when issued by police. The city has been using the system since 2017 but is working on adjusting the placeholder language to avoid any confusion. And criminal defense attorney Sneh Patel was appalled by the fine. At first, when I was asked about this, I thought it was a clerical error, he said. The lawyer who handles DUI related charges and traffic violations said he had never seen such a high fine for a misdemeanor. In the state of Georgia, the fine for misdemeanor traffic violations cannot exceed $1,000 plus state mandated costs. As a misdemeanor of high and aggravated nature, it will be $5,000, Patel said. Now, the bond amount should be relevant to that, so for misdemeanor, you wouldn't see bond amounts over $5,000, maybe $10,000. Higher bond amounts, the attorney said, are reserved for more violent crimes, cases like drug trafficking, murder, or aggravated assault, or for people who are expected to skip their upcoming court date. So, I feel like he should be able to potentially do something where he could maybe get this dismissed because this was like a false ticket to begin with, because you can't like charge someone like this because it cannot exceed the 1000. So who knows, like I'm not a lawyer, but it seems pretty wrong to have that happen and the guy have to deal with that. This is like, whew, lord. Let's see. Anything else? Maybe best rated. If the placeholder amount is 1 cent less than $1 million, that still doesn't explain 1.4 million. They said they used the highest number possible. It doesn't explain why the software company chose to do that, but it ultimately it scares citizens for no reason. That is government tyranny. Agreed. I love that when he called, the court doubled down instead of actually looking at it. So stupid. Honestly, that is not that surprising when you're dealing with government institutions. Another reason to work toward making government as small as possible. Just pay it who has time to go to court. Yeah, see, I kind of wonder if someone did pay this ticket, right? Would they actually get their money back? I almost doubt that they would actually get their money back. Now, it'd probably be like a 75% chance that they'll get their money back, but you'd never know. It might take them like a year to get their money back if they were to actually pay it. So, who knows? It just seems crazy to me. Anything else? He should sue the city for post traumatic stress. It's kind of funny. I think you could probably actually make a case, like a civil lawsuit about this, right? Where, like, you cause mental harm to me for charging me an excessive amount of money for a super speeders ticket. Speeding that fast is the equivalent of attempted murder. I would highly doubt that. Now, there are definitely some people who drive super recklessly, where they like weave in and out of traffic, not using signals, getting super close to people. That could be potentially who knows what, right? Like super something super bad. What on earth? Yep. You will get run over in Atlanta if you don't speed, but that is just a little pricey. But they will hire anyone these days. The system is broken. Speed cameras need to be illegal. Yeah. Yeah. Feel free to give your thoughts. I just thought that was kind of like crazy. I was like, oh man, imagine if you actually had to pay like a 1.45 million or 1.48 million dollar ticket or something. That'd be so crazy. And the sad thing about some of these like speeding tickets or whatever, depending on your financial situation, these speeding tickets could actually be like pretty bad for you, right? Like if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you get a speeding ticket, that could just like break you, right? Because now you don't got no money to pay this speeding ticket, so you're basically completely screwed. You're going to get crazy amounts of points on your license if you don't pay it, etc. Right? Who knows what's going to happen if you actually don't pay it? Like you just never know. So like you could literally end up like having your life destroyed by having too much of an expensive ticket, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. It's like, wow, a speeding ticket can like really screw up your life because your finances are just not that great at this